Take two. Well, here we are.
Here we are. It's Wednesday.
It is.
It is. We're in December.
We are in December.
We're
and
in
don't
the Advent
we know it?
calendar.
We are, that's right.
We're wearing red.
We are almost.
We could even sport a
the
Santa
Christmas
hat.
attire.
A
Absolutely.
Christmas attire.
And here we are, being hosted by the wonderful Jenny Miller of Barefoot Opera.
We are, but we're also Our Town Has Plenty.
And we are Our Town Has Plenty.
And this is Caf.
Hello.
And I'm Patsy. We like children's entertainers today. So
Every day.
So here we are. Our Town Has Plenty. We are lovely, and we are in December. And how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Good. Nice one.
Yeah, I was at the improv last night, so
Oh,
I'm buzzy from that.
you're
It was
buzzing.
really, really fun. Yeah.
She's gone very RP as well.
Yeah.
So we've got BBC television 1960s.
AI should have no problem translating this one.
So here we are at where are we?
We are
In St Leonards, aren't we?
We are, and we're in the music room of Barefoot Opera, and it is just stunning. This has been home to many a Burns night supper, a Christmas around the fire and by the piano, and it has been filled with song and performance and music and love, this place. So really happy to be here and hosted by the wonderful Jenny. Thank you.
Jenny Miller, who we are going to see any minute now. We also have, who else do we also have?
So we also have Karen Simnett of our town, Yoga by Sea and Yoga by the Sea, thank you. and Karen's going to come and talk to us about her journey through working as a yoga practitioner and being Hastings born and bred and all the wonderful things that she's up to at the moment.
Yeah.
And then we've got something that we can see actually maybe in the foreground already is a collector of charms and wonderful things, brooches. This is the wonderful Adam Wide.
He's got the biggest collection. We're not boasting.
No.
Biggest collection in the world.
Exactly. And
Marvellous.
in this
He's very impressive. He's coming in as our Santa, so we're very grateful to have you. Cheers, Adam.
Cheers.
Cheers, Karen. Cheers, Jenny. Thank you so much. Morning, John.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good.
You've got a bit of a walk round St Leonards.
Dropping kids off.
It happens.
Don't say that. In England, that means a completely different thing. But we'll tell you about that later. Don't worry. We will fill you in. Another colloquialism. So here we are in December. We're very lucky to be in December. We're almost a year old.
We are. We're going to be a year old on the 20th of January, I believe, next year. So
yeah.
can't believe it's been a year.
What a year.
I know.
Woof.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Double
I've said
woof.
woof
Yes,
today.
thank you. I've been missing your woofs.
I know. You have an errata.
I do have an errata from last week. So last week we were at Rock House, and I did say that Rock House was built in the 70s, and it wasn't. It was built in 1969. That's when it opened. So just so that everybody can be clear on that.
Year of the moon landing.
I do apologise. I bumped into Jess Steele and I said, I thought just done over at Soundcastle, and it was great, and we had a great time, but I think I got that wrong. I had a feeling as I was saying it, was going, no.
But that's why we have errata, though.
That's why we have errata.
So
So
we can check on that.
exactly, and I love it. I only learnt the word errata through you.
I know, mate.
on this podcast. So
I'm very aware of errata. I make a lot of mistakes, but I
This
always go
an
back.
erratum.
An
It's
erratum.
Indeed.
Errata is many, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. I
Thank
love you for that.
Erratum.
It is. It has. But the thing is, we assume that errata is going to be what we're doing because we have many.
It's all about it.
We don't care.
Yeah. So it was originally Rothermere House, and it was opened in 1969. And when they reopened Rock House, which I was part of, there was a whole thing called Ground Control, which was all about the moon landing and Ziggy Stardust. And I was like, come on, Kath, you remember? Cop on. So now I've remembered. So
Cop on. That's
hurrah.
another one you got from me.
Cop on, yeah.
Moon landings. So if you haven't already seen it, we did an interview with John Bonus yesterday, just to plug it.
We did.
On our controversial Christmas tree made of aluminium. We have Americans in our midst, so we must bring both. And yes, lots of David Bowie references, which I loved. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
So check us out on Our Town for our our controversial chat. Well, no, we didn't have a controversial chat. We had a very
No,
good
it was a
chat.
very expansive, interesting chat, and it helped to clarify some things that have been being battered around Facebook and so on, and
But we
to
did
give
it.
some clarity.
We did it. So, are we ready, darling, to ding in our first guest?
I believe we are.
There you go. Get the bell.
Jenny!
Come.
Now we play tea party and do little cheers with our mugs.
All right, marvelous.
You've got to
Cheers.
get the most
Our
Cheers.
town has plenty. Thank you for being here. And also of long standing, which I like very much.
Yes, indeed, we discovered we've both been
Yeah.
in St Leonards for a while. Actually, I think it's more than 35. I say 35 just
Yeah.
because I'm in the habit of it. It's
Yeah.
maybe closer to 37 or 8 by now.
Mm.
Yeah.
What brought you here?
I was a young professional singer. I had small children. My sister lived next door. She had young children. And I was in London thinking, why am I in London? It's really a lot of the reasons why people come now.
Yeah.
But I just thought of it earlier. And my sister said, oh, the haunted house at the end of the Uplands is for sale. And I said, oh, let's go have a look then. She said, yes, it's very nice. She knocked the door. So I knocked on the door, and this elderly gent opened the door to me. And I walked into this room, which was full of kind of strange old bits of furniture, and I don't know, it looked a bit like and it had a sink in a corner and a little, it was a kind of strange mess in it. This was covered over, the skylight was covered over, and I just said, I ran back to London and said, somehow we have to buy this house because this is the perfect music room, which is,
So true.
It wasn't a music room, it was a billiard room.
Oh, that
And
makes
the-
sense with the shape.
Kind of makes sense, but the first three ladies, and it was clearly thrown out in the process of building. So this was built, they started the Uplands in the 30s, 1830s, and then it came to 50, and these three ladies, sisters, bought this place. And they commissioned an extra bit of room, which was this room, a billiard room. And so I have this vision of these lovely Victorian ladies, I don't know, smoking cheroots or something, taking billiards.
That's America in the 1850s.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, we're very lucky to have you. Oh.
Well, lovely to have you here.
And Barefoot Opera.
So Barefoot Opera, as I say, when I came down here, I was a young professional freelancing opera singer. And so, you travel in that situation, so you don't have to live in London. It's not easy not to live in London because, as we know, London's the centre of the world, but you can live elsewhere perfectly successfully. And we did. And in the course of time, I was getting a great frustration about how opera is taught, basically. Opera is taught in quite an old-fashioned way, really, though there's been a lot of changes. But essentially, you're taught, there's this thing called your instrument, and you work on it the way pianists might work on the piano and so on. But it leaves out the fact that you are your instrument.
Yes.
And so any sound that you make, you can't suddenly pretend it's somebody else making a sound.
No.
That's kind of how you're taught.
Absolutely.
And so I wanted to find out the link between my emotions, myself, my sound, and this very elaborate way of making sound, which is opera. And that's been my journey. So I eventually started working with lots of young singers, and eventually it became Barefoot Opera.
Is that where Barefoot came from?
Barefoot came from the idea that I wanted to find out the fundamentals of my emotional responses and my communicative responses, and I wanted to strip away the
This is quite
extremes.
highfalutin. I was a member of Glyndebourne, and it was terribly upmarket and real RP. And if you weren't that sort of person, it was like, why are you here, dear? Went to the Met though in New York, and people were in sneakers and puffer jackets, and just getting in from work, and oh no, we go to the opera. And I turned up there in pearls and like you normally would, and they were looking at me going, "You're English." And I am. They go, "Yeah, we don't do that here." And it was really funny. So that sort of that, and I like that. I really like the fact that it stops being so highbrow and starts becoming much more accessible.
Yes, well, it's really interesting because what does accessible mean? So a lot of the trappings of opera in this country are really about status and class.
Yeah.
And those don't belong to opera, particularly, especially in the 19th century. And a friend of mine training here went off to train in Italy and lived in Naples and told me that, the fishmonger would say to him, because he got a job at the opera house there. And the fishmonger would say, "What did you think of that tenor last night? I thought it was a load of rubbish." It was just people. It was normal to the culture.
Yeah.
It wasn't a strange, extremely expensive,
Absolutely. Elitist thing.
thing. Yeah.
And you've worked with so many communities here over your time as well.
Oh yes, because I'm one of those boring people who says everyone can sing, and everyone. Well, but, there's a very wonderful, semi-retired, maybe he's still singing, German baritone who was a thalidomide victim.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And he has a beautiful career, admittedly not in opera, but on the classical platform, because he's a beautiful singer, he's a beautiful voice. Now, I say to people, look, if he can make an outstanding career, why are you telling me you can't sing when you're sitting here talking to me perfectly well?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I try not to preach too much about it.
I love that. And it's all about the breath as well. There were some workshops that you did over lockdown that were to help the community to stay connected and also to work through what breathing being such an issue at that time as well with many people.
Yes, a very emotional issue with it, being at the heart of COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a big bestseller book came out recently called Breath. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And he spent 10 years collecting. I mean, the interesting thing for me about that book is that it's become so popular, the subject, the issue, has become so widespread that you can write a best-selling essentially populist book about it. It's not, he goes and spends 10 years talking to a lot of specialists and puts together, this very, interesting information in a kind of very quickly digestible, readable form. And it's a bestseller because actually loads of people really want to understand about how they breathe better.
Something we take for granted, and that we think we do, and we only, you'll know this, we only inflate quite a small part of our lungs, generally speaking. We don't use the whole lung, do we? So when we're singing and using our diaphragm, it makes us use so much more breath than we ever considered we could do. Because people can hold their breath. Kate Winslet can hold her breath for 9 minutes underwater, which is astonishing. She learned how to do that. And
think of all those free divers.
Yeah.
They go for way longer than that.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, we the first thing we do when we erupt into the world is take a breath.
We do.
And so it's therefore you're right. We just take it for granted that I know how to breathe. Obviously, I know how to breathe, and that's true.
Sure.
Obviously, you're breathing. It's a question of the quality of it, and can it be the quality of your breathing be better? And that's what.
And your vocal cords.
And therefore, people discovered the thing about breathing and singing is that when you start to compress to make sound, you're actually taking the whole experience of breathing a whole level further.
Absolutely.
And that's why people join choirs and discover how great it is to sing. Sorry. This is terrible. You guys should never have asked me on this because I'm just going to wrap it up.
But you know what we need to do? We need to come back and do a proper interview with you so we can really spend some time and go into this.
I tell you, I'd adore to do the whole shebang, give you demonstrations too.
But
maybe not
please.
today.
No, obviously, because you've got lots. You've got a new project, I hear.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Are you talking about
one of them?
Well, the really exciting one from the point of view of community engagement, which we're really big on, is that we've been invited to join a Rye-based company called Strongback Productions, and they are fronted by this wonderful composer called Dominique Legendre, and she's a Trinidadian who lives and works in England. She's a beautiful composer, a beautiful human being, actually. Nice. To meet her is to love her, kind of thing. And she and her team want to create a community opera, a brand new community opera for Ra. And as we had gone through that process here in Hastings, she invited Barefoot to partner her. So that's our next big exciting
That's
project.
exciting.
Yeah.
Have you got one more lurking?
Yes. So,
Come on.
well, I've got one that's really educational that I'm very excited about, which is and it will go on a kind of tour. It's not our big young artist tour. I'm devoting my attention this year to the Rye project, so I won't do the young artists. But this smaller project, well, not that small, will tour a bit. It's essentially a training program for young, very advanced singers who want to get to grips with this business of how I move, express, and do everything I want to do, as well as sing complicated Mozart. So, and I'm putting in 2 casts. It's a problematic opera called it's Così fan tutte, which means all women are like that. Now, the very title tells you right away that it's going to be a very problematic opera in this day and age.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
What I want to do, of course, is turn, all you have to say is Così fan tutti, and even that's sort of problematic because it has a gender, because anyway, Così fan tutti means all people are like that, but it has a kind of a masculine overlay, if you see what I mean.
Is that patriarchal?
Yeah, part of all that. So I'm toying with calling it Così fan tutti / and struggling with that slightly. But anyway, it's going to have 2 casts of 6 people who all get completely, it's like a human experiment. It is a sort of human experiment.
Great.
And so they're going to all get mixed up and turn out to be different characters and sing different bits. And
Sounds wonderful.
It's
going to be
wonderful.
wild.
Bless you. I know that you've got a very busy day today, and so we are going to have to ding you out, my darling,
Oh.
so that you can crack on and do whatever you need to do. But and then we will come back. We're going to come back. We're going to come back and do the whole Jenny
I'll
Miller
stay.
experience. Yes, please. If you
Oh,
would.
Stay in the
Yeah,
room.
stay
Yeah,
with us.
okay, lovely.
But bless you, Jenny Miller. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
And just give us you've just given us a moose bouche, if you like, a little taster about what you do. Bless you, darling. We're going to ding you out.
Thank
Our
you.
oh yes, let's cheers.
Cheers.
Our town has plenty.
Cheers.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you so
You're
much.
amazing.
That was fun.
Thank you, darling. We have got shout-outs. We're going to have to run through these. We're going to have to run through them. Barnabys Big Band. If you haven't seen them, go. They're amazing. They're very big and they make the most extraordinary sound. Saw them at the Henry Ward Hall recently when Mike did the jazz festival, and it was just absolutely off the charts, wonderful. Christmas week, so it's Sunday the 21st, 5 o'clock, which means you can be home for supper, which we like a lot. Mike's list, £16.50 a ticket, very cheap for what you will get for the experience. So they're bringing the whole big party vibe, the Christmas special, Henry Ward Hall. We have 2 free tickets been given to us. Last week you saw lovely Tara Reddy from Arts in the Park. She's given us 2 tickets to give away. So you have to be ingenious now and clever and get in touch with us to claim them. But they are free. So for Saturday evening for the Winter Wonderland Snowflake Ball, get in touch and they are yours. 2 seconds. Calum Allett is a local Elvis impersonator, because this is linked to, he's an Elvis impersonator who lives locally. He's going to be at the Winter Wonderland Snowflake Ball. He's taking care of business, darling. You know about that, don't you? We're at the same age, so we remember that. So he is going to be at the Winter Wonderland Snowflake Ball, but also at the Dripping Well, 2 different pubs. Dripping Well on Dorset Place on Sunday the 21st. So if you're not going to go to Barnabys, go to see Calum Allett and check him out. We'll put the link about where you can find him on Instagram. Woof! What a voice!
Back of the net.
Amazing.
Tiger Milk, who we interviewed in week 5, is performing their new album, Local Girl Always Tired, at Tough Love St Leonards on the 6th of December, which is a super popular day.
Saturday.
They are doing it at 3 p.m, so you can do all the other things and see Tiger Milk.
Oh, that's
Sliding scale tickets, there will be a link down below.
Nice.
Christmas Market, Refugee Buddy Project Styley. They're taking over Hastings Museum and Art Gallery as they do every year. And this will be Saturday 13th of December, 10 till 4.
Nice.
Link below.
Excellent.
I
Okay.
feel like I'm doing some kind of
Right, ready?
weather reading. Almost. One more. 16th of December, 7:30, Tuft Arts Belief Systems at the State Hall are doing Noel with Arkem Mark Wilson, who we love.
We
Yes.
love him.
Hello, Mike, come in.
Hi, Mike.
And Oscar
Come and take a
McCarthy
seat.
and Words by Curtis. They are going to be absolutely boom bang tastic, fun, fantastic, faloobaloo.
Lovely.
So come along to that.
Nice.
And those are my 3 shout-outs.
Your 3
For now.
shout-out.
Okay.
Okay. Cashier number 2, please. Come on,
Karen
Karen.
Simnett, come on up.
Come on.
Woo-hoo.
Good morning, you
I'll
two.
take it away from
Oh,
the
is it too close to the mic?
Yes.
Cheers.
It really echoes.
Happy Wednesday.
Hello, darling. Bless your heart. So lovely to see you.
Oh, it's lovely to
Normally
see
we
you
see each other
guys.
dashing about town. You're either on your bike, wheeling your bike, dashing
Wheeled
somewhere.
out
and
here this morning.
Oh, did you? Oh, it was like, hi, Karen.
Well, that's because I know so many people in this town. If I had to stop and talk to everyone, I'd never get anywhere.
No,
Exactly. Just whiz past them
No.
away. Can I take my shoes off?
Take
Yeah,
them off,
do
So I
darling.
live up to my reputation as
Exactly.
a yogi.
Get bendy. Yeah. How
I couldn't
did
do that if I tried.
How did it come about that you started practicing yoga?
Well, I tried it out in my 20s, I guess, like lots of people do, and went to a few classes. It was quite nice. I think back to that time now and how disembodied I was, because then it was when I was in India in 2009. I was travelling with these 2 Israeli guys for a while. One of them was practicing every single morning, and I started practicing with him. And then that just continued really, and then I went to a place called Varkala in Kerala, stayed at this guest house, and there was yoga there every day. I did 6 weeks of intense yoga and meditation, and I'm not going to go into the details here and now, but it was life-changing. Yeah, completely just woke me up.
Posture, it's making me feel like I should adjust.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
This
is a very
everyone
good
else-
chair,
I'm sitting here
actually.
sort of
Mexican wave of posture.
I'm sitting here like a
Be
pretzel.
comfortable, that's the most important thing.
Exactly, it is, yeah.
So yeah, I realised I'd been carrying a lot of well, I'm going to say trauma. You know, lots of unprocessed emotion, stress, strain, and I guess you get energy moving when you move your body in that way. You get stuff moving, and release tension that's been held for a long time, and that happened. But there was, it was a physical experience, but it completely changed my perception of everything. It was like being able to look at my life from every angle for the first time. And it was transformational. And so that that ensured my lifelong practice really. But that's not when I decided to become a teacher. I just that just happened organically. I wanted to go deeper and I wanted to learn more. And so I went back to India to do the training, and I just took to the teaching and I really enjoyed it.
You're
So
very good at it.
here I am.
You
Thank you,
are,
Patsy.
yeah.
Been to a few of your classes.
Yeah.
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 You're very good at it. I feel very, for those who feel a bit self-conscious, I feel very self-conscious when I'm in a yoga class, because it's one of those, I can't get into that position, I can't do it right. But what I remember about yours particularly was, this is your yoga. It's not my yoga, it's your yoga. So you get into the position that you can get into and give and breathe into the position. And then you get to, I'm speaking purely from personal experience. I got over myself, if you like, and I need to do it again because I have absolutely seized up, and I can feel the difference in my body, thinking, I walk down the road like a little soldier. And instead of walking down the road like a cat, which is what I always used to do, it's like, I've got this kind of slightly jerky movement. And because I don't trust my body as much as I used to. And the confidence you get by going to yoga, go to yoga. Go to Karen, she's very, very good. But
Well, I think one of the things that makes me sad that I hear people say is that they say, "Oh, I'd love to come to yoga, but I'm not flexible."
flexible enough.
And that makes me so sad, because that's the impression
point.
that's been given by all these
Yeah.
pictures of people doing fancy poses with their legs wrapped around their head, you know, and that's not what it is.
Skinny
Yoga's
people.
not a shape, it's
Yeah.
a feeling, you know,
Yeah.
it's something you create, and it's not about, I've seen people do perfectly aligned postures, but their eyes are everywhere, you know, their breathing is all over the place, they're not grounded or focused. So actually the shape is irrelevant if you know, it's more about being in your body, being with your breath.
And feeling
present,
different afterwards.
Yeah, exactly, feeling good afterwards,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah, I love this feeling when you actually can feel your body saying thank you for that moment that you've given it of relaxation and
Yeah. Well, that's sort of my main thing now, because I just, after teaching vinyasa yoga for years, which is quite a dynamic practice, I just feel like, and I studied yoga therapy as well, so I completed that a couple of years ago, so that was a 2-year diploma. And since then, my practice has changed. Everything moves fast. We all move fast, because everything moves fast and life moves fast. Everyone feels the need to move fast.
Yeah.
And who says we have to
You're
go
absolutely right.
fast?
Yeah.
right?
You're absolutely
You know,
right.
this wonderful life, world, stuff there is to observe and enjoy.
Because
Actually,
nature doesn't move fast.
No, exactly. It moves slowly.
It moves slowly at its own
So, now I'm sort of leaning towards helping people slow down. So
Yeah.
I teach restorative yoga, which is all about grounding, letting go of tension, learning to let go,
It's really
learning to
lovely.
rest.
You can snore in that one. It's
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
You can snore, you can fart, you can do whatever.
Whatever. Oh, I love you. I love
That's
you.
true.
It's all welcome.
The apologies I've made in yoga before. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's
But it shows that you relax, though, doesn't it? If you
Yeah.
really relax.
And also that your digestive system, that digestive fire is being stimulated,
Ooh.
right?
We'll call it fire in future.
And you are a Hastings born and bred person.
I am, yeah. Quite a rarity these days, I hear.
Well, yeah, it's
Lovely day.
it's wonderful to have, you know, a mix of folk, and also I do get a little bit of pride every time I meet a proper Hastings person. I've got a mate who's from here, but you know, it is also a bit of a story that people from Hastings might travel away, but they come back and they bring their skills and develop them and create businesses here, which is exactly what you've done.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just wondered about that journey for you and how you feel about the town now.
It's funny, you know, there's people talk about that curse, you know, that Aleister Crowley apparently created, right? That you can't ever leave once you're here.
Well, you have to go and find a special stone.
I've tried it, Patsy. I've done it a couple of times, thrown it over my left shoulder, tried the right one as well, didn't work. So I've been away, I went travelling, I came back, and each time I'd come back, I was either offered a really good opportunity work-wise, or when I came back, you know, the first time I went to India, when I came back from there, I'd been away for like 14 months. It was very strange coming back to this small town, and it was such a bubble. I was like, wow, it's separate from the rest of the world, you know. But I ended up going to university. I decided I wanted to study academically and add to my learning that way. So, and then I got offered an amazing job by Jess, actually. And then I suppose each time I've come back, I've recreated my life in different ways.
That's what you meant to
It's
do.
a town that keeps on giving, right? So, it's kind of always felt fresh and new.
Yeah.
And it's changed hugely over the last sort of 5 years. And there's obviously there's a lot more diversity, which is absolutely brilliant. There's loads more creative projects. There's lots more interesting people, businesses, and it's great, you know. And of course, there are some negatives to that as well, gentrification, and it happens everywhere. But yeah, the town is constantly changing, and so just having to adapt really.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do I feel about it now? I still think about leaving, but then something else happens and I'm here. So yeah, it's it's a town. We know it's one of the most deprived towns in the country. I think that's still the case, even though it's more affluent now. But where it lacks, financial riches, it really it makes up for it in heart, in fire in the belly. It stands up for its community. It's creative. People in Hastings love to get dressed up. People love to get drunk. Yeah.
No, it's
Not
true.
too much anymore.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
No, it's true. We love the fact that everything's allowed here, if you like. It's a very allowing town.
Yeah.
In that respect.
Yeah, quite a few of the podcast speakers said it's fertile ground, and I think that really is true.
Fecund.
Exactly. And it's just really been wonderful to witness your journey through all the different things that you've been doing, because when I think of you, it's nature lover, musician, singer, hairdresser, yogi,
Yeah, you've got so many strings to
sea
your
swimmer,
bow.
runner,
Well, since I've got into my 40s, I've had to reduce that down a little bit. Can't do it all anymore.
Yeah, but it gives you scope because in your 40s now, trust me, when you get into your 60s, you're looking for scope.
Yeah,
Because
really.
because it's like, can't do that anymore, so I'll do that. But if you've learned all those things all the way along, then, you know what? I can use scissors, I can use clippers, I can do all these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've actually committed to playing one song a day on my guitar because I broke my wrist 3 years ago nearly now, and this flexion action is a little bit trickier, I'm still not quite there, so playing guitar does feel a little bit sore, so I'm just playing one song every day to help improve it and just get back into singing. It does, yeah. I mean, I've got to get harden the skin on my fingers again because I can't do it at the moment, but just keeping those creative juices flowing as well.
We'll get on your arm, do some massage and sort that out.
Lovely, thank you. It really helped actually.
It will do.
Massage.
Very good.
Massage with scar tissue works.
She's super good.
Caf is a great
massage therapist.
Yeah, just a little plug there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's
Thanks very
opened a
much.
new studio.
I have opened a new studio. Yeah, so
which is lovely.
we're going to do yoga and massage swaps, so
I
we
love
can work
that.
on that flexion for sure.
Great,
So,
thank you.
That's what we do here, don't we? We trade.
Mm.
We skill swap is what
Yeah,
we do.
That's my favourite way to do things. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been paid in fish before.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
Remember that?
That's so Hastings.
We had a freezer full of fish. I could bring you fish. Oh, bring me fish down.
fantastic.
No, it's not
And then
bad.
you give chocolate, don't you?
Don't tell anybody.
Oh.
That's his Christmas chocolate.
There's Christmas chocolate. Darling, you've been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me. I
Thank
can't believe it took us
much.
almost a year
Yeah.
I know.
to organise this. That's a lot on me.
No, not at all. It's just how life
Lovely
is.
to be here.
Thank you for coming. And
Thank you.
So I'm Yoga by the Sea. I've got a couple of
Thank
events
you.
coming up before Christmas.
Yes, do it,
I've got a
do it.
2-hour restorative session on the 14th of December. If you're feeling the need to ground, relax, especially in this busy season, that's at the Humble Hub in St Leonards. And I'm also doing a winter solstice yoga nidra on the 21st of December, which is the solstice. And that's a guided sleep meditation.
It's amazing.
Where?
That's also at the Humble Hub, which has got underfloor heating. So it's a really lovely place to do stuff.
Well posh.
Yes, so Yoga by the Sea, just Google Yoga by the Sea Hastings.
Nice.
It'll come up.
We'll put the links below as well.
Definitely.
Great.
Thank you,
Thank you,
darling.
Karen.
Thank you, babe.
Thank you. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Shoes on.
Cheers, I'll take
Cheers.
I'll go barefoot for now. Thank you, my love.
Cheers, Karen. Thank you. Oh. Birthdays.
Birthdays is next.
Oh, I tell you what we haven't done. We haven't done a wiggy.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Should we bung one in now?
Sure, I think we should do a wiggy. So this week's wiggy, you will now be able to, on this, obviously people here won't be able to do a wiggy because, that'd be embarrassing. But, so let's bring the wiggy in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
internet.
right,
Yeah.
we went on the internet and we wanted some like oversized, sexy glasses, didn't
Oversized, sexy glasses.
we? Yeah. because, you know, they really make your face look really sexy,
Sexy.
don't they?
I don't know. I haven't tried mine on yet.
Well, I'm suggesting, right, because you're in pink, right?
Pretty in pink.
Do you want to try the pink ones on?
All right.
See what they look like.
Hang on.
See if they make you look oversized and sexy.
I'm not sure I can do
Can't you
the
do it with
camera
one
work
hand?
and the wig work.
Oh, look at those. Oh.
Oh, I look like my mum.
You do.
Not sure that's the vibe I'm going for. Sorry,
No,
Mum.
we're not going
But-
for Deirdre Barlow.
But-
Are we not?
Well, you know, I'm Dee Dee after all.
Oh, of course you're Dee Dee, baby. Of course, you've always been a Dee Dee to me. So these oversized sexy glasses, they're like what a bloke wants to see you in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice. All right, see you in a bit.
There we go.
Wasn't that fun? Thank you so much.
That's so
I
kind.
love the way Willis does that every week.
Bless you. So we're going to do the really embarrassing thing now. Is it the embarrassing bit now?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
No, I think it's Adam. That's not embarrassing.
that's not embarrassing at
That's
all.
lovely.
Yeah.
No, darling, not at all. No, the embarrassing thing is the birthdays.
We'll do that after Adam, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Right.
Adam, darling.
To Adam Wide, let's
Let's
bring
have
you
you in.
on.
Oh, hello. Here I
Here he comes.
I'll bring this as well.
He's got.
Yeah, I'll bring that in.
Bring that in.
And
And
yes.
where's your certificate, darling?
Hello. Oh, it's over there somewhere. Hello.
Hello.
It'd be rude not to give you a
Very rude.
Christmas celebration hug.
So excited.
Oh, hello. Here's it's all happening.
Look at this.
But before we get onto that, there's so many things I want to say. I love how much this is all about singing today.
Yes.
It's fantastic. And you don't know that I was a singer. That was actually the first thing I ever did. First job I ever had was as a singer for the good old days.
Oh,
You'll remember it.
I do remember it. You go to Sway.
in the 70s. Yeah, and so I went on tour with Leonard, all around Norway and
Down the old Bull and Bush, weren't
down the old Bull and Bush. That's
Oh
the
my
Buckley.
God, don't
My
it-
big number was when Father papered the parlour,
Oh, yeah.
which I did with rolls of newspaper, wallpaper, and slosh. It was a big slosh number. And I did it in Norwegian. That's the puppy, you've got it.
Is it
But in
on
Norwegian,
Oh.
Darfar tappet seg til salongen. Darfar tappet seg til salongen. Kan man ikke se handlom klistret, slenker de her, slenker de der. And so on, it goes on for quite a while. Exactly.
And
So that's the first job I ever had. I got paid for.
we would have worn Edwardian hats.
Why?
Women bonnets.
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, we wore Edwardian bonnets.
Yeah, the good old days. So you had
The good
to.
old
Exactly.
days,
That's the whole deal. And Leonard Sachs was doing all this stuff.
Chalk striped suits.
He
and
was
spats.
hilarious. And I remember we closed the Swansea Grand. And, and I was saying the Man on the Flying Trapeze was the big number. And we cut a hole in the proscenium because they were closing the Swansea Grand. So that the strings of my trapeze could actually go through the proscenium and I could swing up to the front of the press circle. No health and safety. No health and safety then.
Just hang on.
Yeah, so I went backwards. And I had my knees backwards. And when I swung out, my face would come up and I'd go, you fly through the air with the greatest of ease. And then it was again. It was fantastic. So, yeah, so I sang too in my day.
Bless you.
I know, I've done other more sensible things since than the Man on the Flying Trapeze. I don't concede, of course. But hey ho. Yeah, no, it's been lovely. And Calum, who you mentioned, the Elvis impersonator, is fantastic. He's absolutely
I
brilliant.
deep dived in his Instagram yesterday.
He's
My
fantastic.
word,
No,
that was a woof.
I sort of mentored him a little bit in his early days, and he was just so brilliant.
He's got all the moves.
He's fantastic.
He's like he's made of jelly.
Yeah.
And like Elvis you'd start over here and end
Yeah.
over here
Yeah.
with his body.
Wow.
He goes
He's well good.
He's limber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his voice.
No, it's fantastic.
His face.
And he's young. That's the amazing thing, is that most Elvis impersonators have kind of got a little bit to seed, possibly.
Bit going at the well.
And they tend to feel out of Elvis in his latter years, his fat
Peanut
days.
butter
Exactly. Whereas Caleb
Yeah.
is young and lithe and lissome
is.
and fabulous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's early Elvis, isn't
Yeah,
he?
no, he's
Definitely.
fantastic.
He's so good.
That was a good top tip.
Thank you.
There you go.
Sure are.
So why am I here? Well, yeah.
One here.
Well, I know that one of them is because it's a Christmas edition, is to talk about my Guinness World Record, which is the Guinness World Record for the world's largest brooch collection. Hence here they are. And I started in 1984 with this one, there, in Copenhagen. And I was just shopping in Copenhagen. And, you know, gay man, little glittery thing like a magpie. Ooh, that's pretty. So that got bought and was worn. And then people said, oh gosh, that's really nice. And then before I knew it, there was suddenly a second one and a third one.
Of course.
And then wherever I went, I would see them in little corners and in little antique shops and on garage sales and all that sort of stuff. Because no one really knows it's a thing, which I didn't. And I thought there'd be a finite limit to the amount of Christmas brooches. But I'm at 8,000 now, and I still am desperately aware that there's a lot to go. I've had to stop. It's just stupid.
But storage,
It's all-
darling, storage. This is just a fraction of what you own.
This is, here in St Leonards, I have all 8,000 brooches. And then big drawers, like architect's plan chests.
Very secure.
You know, you normally have drawings in. But in fact, I just have like 400 brooches to a drawer. And they're just drawer after drawer.
And the floor is
these are
reinforced.
just some of them. You are?
The floor is reinforced.
The floor. It is. They are quite heavy. As I found just bringing this little tiny selection of
Puffing up the
200
road.
brooches today.
Absolutely.
Nearly broke my back just doing 200. But I love them so, because what I love is that by collecting these, every single day you get to be a kid opening a Christmas present.
Yes.
And that there's still the wonder of a child waking up on Christmas morning. I have every single day when I open my drawers and just
they are.
marvel at all these. And each one is a little sort of mini work of art. That's what's
They're
extraordinary.
dribbly, beautiful.
Well, I mean, they are amazing.
They're joy, aren't they?
They are jewellery. But that a Christmas tree should have so many different forms is already amazing. Out of the 8,000, obviously none are the same.
Sure.
But you go from this one, which is a plique azure designed for Nordstrom, which is quite traditional. Then these are just lovely, which are Fabergé, for people. And
The egg bloke.
yeah, in fact, these came from an egg, which is a winter egg designed by Alma Peel for the Tsarina or the Lady Tsar. And these were the frost on the inside of the atelier in St. Petersburg.
That's so beautiful.
This one is Berlin, 1930s. This one I had commissioned, which is lovely because I started a gay rugby team in Berlin.
Of course you have.
Of course I did. So I was living in Berlin and I thought, well, I've retired, what am I doing? So I started a gay rugby team, which got really good and we won things and it was amazing. But our colours were purple and blue. So this I commissioned from a chap called Stanley Hagler in New York, and it's meant to be rugby balls and purple and blue bits and bobs. This is nice. This is the It's a Wonderful Life tree. Caroline Grimes, who played the Zuzu, whatever the little baby was, in her latter life, she commissioned this brooch, and every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's very pretty with the two cats looking at a tree called Cupboard Love.
It's
And
beautiful.
this is the most expensive, which is diamonds, rubies, and a pearl from the 1890s. These two are incredibly rare. And it was really annoying because I had this one in a book. And in those books, it always said, oh, well, no, there's a companion piece. Could I find it? No, I couldn't. And then I suddenly came across it. But I had to pay about 600 quid for just that one, which is insane. I can't do that anymore. I'm just too poor.
I'm too poor, yes.
But the origin of the Christmas tree is quite interesting because it all started back in. Okay, right. So I've suddenly found my feet. the mummers, when they used to come around and do their shows, the most popular mummers show was the story of Adam and Eve, which they would always do. The Saints' Day was the 21st of December. So they would always do it round about the winter solstice, which you mentioned. So they would do the story of the Garden of Eden. And the set for the mummers doing the story of the Garden of Eden was a tree, the tree of life, with red apples on it. And then the serpent was sort of shown with like silver tinsel snaking in and out of the branches of the tree. So the actual symbol of a tree with apples and silver bits on it was derived from the mummers from really yonks ago, the York Mystery Plays and all that sort of stuff. And from there it kind of grew. Obviously Cromwell killed everything here in England, so it went and carried on thriving in Europe, and then really came back with those Germans when the Germans came over. But it wasn't Albert and Victoria, which most people think. It was actually King George and Queen Charlotte who had the first Christmas tree in Windsor Lodge in 1800. So well before the very famous Victorian Albert Illustrated London News. There's a picture of a tree in about 1839, I think that was. Which popularised the Christmas tree, and everyone said, "Oh my gosh! Well, you know, if Albert and the Queen, because they used to be outside before, and then they, popularised the idea of bringing them in and decorating them as sweets and lovely sort of simple things." So that's how it all started.
Wow. Amazing.
We've got history as well.
I know.
Well, let me tell you about this, because this is really good. So this is obviously a reindeer, but and I found this through doing brooches, and I've been doing a lot of study of sort of Christmas myths as seen through the lens of Christmas brooches. The reindeer, I mean, there are lots of interesting things about reindeer, but the one I love most is that in Finland they have a unit of distance, which is a poronkasema. And a poronkasema is the distance a reindeer can go without having a piss. because reindeer can't piss and walk at the same time. So if they're going to have a piss, you have to allow them to have a piss. So it's done in poronkasema. I know, it's good, isn't it?
I never knew that about
I know, you wouldn't know, would you?
How long is a poronkasema?
It's about 11 miles.
It's quite long.
It's quite long.
It's long.
Well, you know, they're hardy, aren't they, reindeer?
Yeah.
They've
I was
got big
thinking more
bladders.
inches, but
Yeah.
that's fine then. Miles is good.
No, that's you, darling. It's menopause. Don't worry. It's not.
No, another interesting thing is that Father Christmas, St Nicholas, Santa Claus, Kris Kringle and Sinterklaas are 5 completely different people.
Oh, right.
They are not the same person at all, ever. Because St Nicholas obviously is the saint from Myra in Turkey back in the 13th century. There's a good story about him. Because this is the story of the stockings and where stockings come from. That there was a farmer had 3 daughters that he was about to have to sell into prostitution. I know, and word got out that they're about to become fallen women. And St Nicholas heard this story, and so he went past the open window where the girls were hanging their stockings up to dry, and he threw bundles of cash, little golden trinkets, into their stockings, so they'd stop them being fallen.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. So he was a Turkish saint, and actually he existed as human, and the Italians stole his bones. I knew, and they took them to somewhere completely different.
So it's not always been red, has it? It was green,
Well,
wasn't it?
all right. Well, now you've moved on, because now you're talking about Father Christmas.
Yeah.
But Father Christmas is actually the Dickensian Father Christmas. Right. So he was the sort of the king of plenty, the cornucopia. Yeah. And that's Father Christmas, the spirit of old Christmas. Right. Then you get into, the Kris Kindle, or Kris Kringle, and he was a 15th century saint who was sort of epicene, a bit non-binary, rather nice, but would give children presents. Yeah, give children presents if they've been good. Yeah. And he was called, in German, Kris Kindle, the Christ child, and that became Kris Kringle. Then Father Christmas, or Santa Claus, who came from there's a Spanish saint who used to arrive in Amsterdam called Sinterklaas.
Oh, Sinterklaas.
Sinterklaas. And he would arrive with a white horse into Amsterdam. And that's the first time that you would have flying horses. His horse could fly over the rooftops. So that was where the flying horse came from. Then the Dutch settlers went to New York, and Sinterklaas became Santa Claus, and then Washington Irving developed this whole story of the robes and everything else. And then the Santa Claus we know today was really Thomas Nast in the 1850s, designed the red and white stuff. A lot of people think it's Coca-Cola. That is wrong.
No,
Urban
it
myth.
wasn't. Who was the famous American artist who...
Well, Haddon Sundblom was the one who did the Coca-Cola adverts.
Right.
Norman Rockwell.
Norman Rockwell obviously was
Rockwell.
great. He was in the,
So he did the famous
yes.
depiction.
Well, Thomas Nast was the first one
Was
to
he
do
first?
it, but anyway, there
It's
you go.
incredible.
It's a story of
Incredible
Santa.
knowledge. Thank you.
I can go on for days.
And we will, because we will definitely have you back.
Yes.
If you're willing.
Okay, sorry, you know
we've
that.
you've broken your duck.
Oh, there's lots to talk about. The Hastings Commons, Seaview, there's carol singing.
There's so much.
Seaview.
Yeah.
Don't forget, it's Saturday, 5:30 for the Seaview carol
So
singing.
Seaview, Saturday, 5:30.
Yeah.
Are you going to be there?
I should have given that a shout out.
No,
You
that's
got-
great.
Yeah, you guys are singing.
Yes, that's
Exactly.
Fantastic. We should
Yeah,
be.
don't forget that, because
No.
that Seaview is the best
Really
charity in
important,
the world
incredible.
ever.
Yeah. Will you have sheets so we can...
I'm not doing anything, darling. I'm just sitting at the back
You're
singing.
sitting at the back, are you? Will there
talk to
be
Jenny.
sheets? Will there be carol sheets so we can...
Yes, I'm not actually personally, but I've just been rehearsing with them.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
my
we're doing the carol
colleague Lucy
singing.
Mulgan
We are
will be.
the
Lucy.
And
audience.
so will
Gotcha.
the wonderful Leanne Carroll.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
great.
nice one.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. What a lovely
Right.
thing for Saturday.
Wow.
So I've done way too much.
Darling,
talking.
you've done you're super good value,
Yeah.
and we love you so much. So we're going to have you back. We'll probably have you back in a warmer part of the year. Can we
That's
do
all
that?
right. We're next.
I love
Hey,
you.
lovely
You're
to
not
see you,
travelling.
Boo.
Thank you,
Really
darling.
adore
Our
you.
town has plenty.
Love you
Taken
so
me
much.
marvellous.
Thank
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being involved.
Bye. Oh, yes, that's it. I'm held off.
So to speak.
Swallow, Patsy, swallow.
goodness me.
That was lovely.
Thank you,
wasn't it?
Adam.
Birthdays.
Birthdays.
Bless you,
Indeed.
Adam. You're lovely.
Oh,
Oh, I need to do a quick shout out before we do birthday. Brilliant photographer got in touch, Marcus Mashvitz.
Yes.
And when you look at his portfolio, wow, that is another woof really. We've got quite a lot of woofing going on today. He got in touch and he sent a lovely message saying, I've just stumbled across you guys and now I've got a whole back catalogue to go through. How did I not know this was going on in the town? I thought, oh, it's so nice. I said, we'll give you a shout out. And he said, you don't need to. I said, yes, we do. So if you look at his portfolio, chefs, bands, sports folk, you name it.
Yeah.
This man is so
And there's a
good.
music video that's shot around Bottle Alley and a bit of pier there and things. So yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcus. We love you very much. We're birthdaying, aren't we?
We're birthday.
Let's birthday, darling.
mm.
Let's birthday.
So I tend to begin this with people who are famous and who do not live here. Famous people. So I have Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy! Sharon!
Lovely
Sorry.
Ozzy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Ozzy, December 3rd. And then Kimberly Rue, who is British rock singer, songwriter, and guitarist from Katrina and the Waves. I'm walking on sunshine, as we know. Born in Bristol, England. Bristol. In 1951. And then Brendan Fraser, who was a bit of a crush of mine when I was a kid. 1968, American actor. And there's this like funny story about a guy going to hotels and asking to have a picture of Brendan Fraser in every hotel room, and he'd always ask. And one year it happened, and this just went viral, and it did. So anyway, we love Brendan
He's
Fraser.
a brilliant
So
actor.
happy birthday!
Happy
Also,
birthday.
this is a real person, not that they're not real. But this is a person from Hastings St Leonards who is in my improv class, and he's called Ivo, and he's just fantastic.
No,
and
Ivo.
it's his birthday today. So
Oh, happy
happy birthday,
birthday,
as
Ivo.
well.
Ivo.
He's wonderful. He brought loads of snacks. He's the snack king. He brought just like all the snacks
Lovely.
yesterday. So yeah, it was fantastic.
He's good. Locals, local. So Kate West Dyer, she came running over to me when we were at Sweeney Todd.
Mm.
Hello, it's lovely to see you in the real person. So she's there's two Kates, Kate and Kate as they're affectionately known.
Nice.
Coffin Club,
Mhm.
wonderful. So we saw Kate Tim, Penny Pincher. She was on a few weeks ago.
She was, yeah.
And now we've got Happy Birthday, Kate West Dyer, bless you. Alex Ainsworth, Rye mid-century antiques dealer, art creator, but also he's supported us as a presenter
Yes,
in
yeah.
season 1. So happy birthday, Alex. Stan Cush, or if you don't know Stan Cush, you should. So talented street artist. What this man can't do with a can of spray paint, you could write on the back of a stamp. Really good muralist, all round really nice man.
Nice.
And he's a super DJ. He's got what do they call reggae? They call them something, don't they? Reggae DJs. They've got a thing. Yes, he's a dub and something else. But I've gone all posh now. You know, I was raised.
It's catching.
I was raised on this stuff. But he's very, very good.
Yeah.
Last one is Matt Setchell. I love Matt Setchell. Department of Joy, opposite Bonjour on London Road. If you've not been in to see Matt Setchell, he is stuffed to the gunnels. Now that is a real term, right? Honestly, with tasteful, beautiful gifts and lovely works of art that he's made himself. Go and check out Department of Joy because I love him so much. Hello, darling. He's so nice. I like. Have you met
Yes,
him?
I have.
He's a
Shop's brilliant.
Shop's brilliant.
Yeah.
If you're stuck for a Christmas present, it's the place to go.
He's so clever.
There's little cactus things in the window at the
It's
moment with
fantastic.
little Santa's
I know,
hats.
the little
Oh,
Santa hat.
they're so
cactus,
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it cacti? We're
Cacti.
here, aren't we?
Yes.
Errata.
Erratum.
We're going to take Latin classes from.
We just have.
We just yes, we're in school. So we're going to play you Happy Birthday.
We are. Please join in.
Please, I'm so sorry. On an ocarina.
On an ocarina. This one is made by the wonderful Emma Harding of our town and parish,
Oh,
who
I love
is
her.
a ceramicist.
Yeah.
Brilliant. This one's from many Christmases many years ago, and I did decontaminate them before today, so they're.
And I'm going to contaminate them all over again.
So here we go. That was lovely, everybody.
Any instrument, but I just use it like a kazoo. It's all good. So we are really struggling with time, but
Oh, we're nearly there. Yes.
yes. So we have a minute to bring on
The wonderful
Monsieur.
Mike Willis.
Come on! Hello,
How you
Johnny
doing?
Hart.
How you
Good,
doing?
good,
What a
how are
great
you?
show
Aww.
and a great location.
Isn't it?
I've always walked up that road and wondered what was back here, and now I know.
Here we are.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's gorgeous. What a place. And when you first brought Adam up, great energy, by the way. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an inspiration. It totally changed my vibe, man. I thought you said that he had the largest collection of roaches. And I was like, all right, that's fun. But roaches is even weirder. Are they all Christmas trees?
Yeah.
All 8,000?
Yeah.
It's mad.
It's
That's mad.
But wonderful, in a wonderful way though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you got going on, man?
Well, let's broach the subject of what's happened. It had to happen. Does that mean I have to go?
Now you leave.
All right, so lots going on. Obviously, there's lots of great things happening all over town. And if you're not coming to one of my things, please go to something awesome. There's lots of amazing promoters in the town, things happening, lots of fundraisers, lots of great music, lots of parties. Do stop in on the stuff I'm part of when you can. But I'll just tell you what we got going on. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So this Friday, we've got the Goals at the Hall with Ben Mayer. And the Goals are like this kind of like renegade, vintage, throwback, but very quite modern, quite British 3-piece rock band.
Nice.
Great energy, known for doing stuff to like raise awareness about issues outside themselves. They're not just there to play their music. They're there to make a difference in communities wherever they go. And I'm really excited about it. I think they're going to be incredible. And then on Saturday, amazing electronic improvisational sort of high level musicianship, groovy, dancey kind of stuff with the Egg at the hall. And then next week I've got me on Wednesday in the shop, making up for when I was sick last week. And on Friday we got Tim Hoyt in the shop, or it's the 12th, right? Yeah. 12th is Friday, yeah. 12th, Tim Hoyt in the shop on Friday. Tim Hoyt is like, he's a member of our Apples and Oranges crew, but man, this guy, how he's not famous, I just don't know. Great songwriter, incredible guitar player. Like, he's what AI aspires to be. And then also starting next week, me and Amanda Coster, it was Amanda's idea. Amanda Coster and I are working together to bring the Whiskey Kitchen at the Hastings house. And that's like, it's a super intimate cocktail and food experience at the Hastings house.
Warrior Square.
In Warrior Square. Yeah, it's a great little boutique hotel.
It is.
Super cute little bar, and Amanda's dressing it. That's what she used to do that. She's
really good at that.
got great vision. She's doing the food. We've got amazing cocktail bartenders coming in.
You call it whiskey? Is it strictly whiskey?
No.
Nice.
See, no. Whiskey Kitchen was just kind of a catchy name.
Okay.
I'm a whiskey guy, but no, it's like any cocktail. Thank you for asking. It's really anything kind of craft cocktails, all handshaken, and there's going to be a little bit of a surprise element of entertainment each night. We're still deciding whether or not we announce that, what it's going to be, or if it's just a surprise. There's an early session and a late session. At the moment, there's a discount if you buy now, so we can make sure that we have enough people to make it happen.
Wow.
So do check that out. I think that's going to be really fun. It's something I'd like to expand into in the next year, is sort of stepping out of just music, but into the wider culture scene here, which is...
Eating.
Yeah, I think people like to eat and drink here.
Yeah.
So, and then...
Is that through Mike's List then?
Mike's List, yeah. And then towards the end of the month, we'll talk about that next week, but lots of amazing things happening. So please do check out mikeslist.uk. Any questions?
Any questions?
Goodness.
No, we've got some shout-outs though, so you might as well stay there.
I'll stay here.
Yeah.
Stay there, make yourself comfy.
Okay, lovely.
St Leonards Art Party, affectionately known as SLAP, Unit 2, 8 to 10 London Road, St Leonards on Sea. The opening party is Friday, so this goes out on Thursday night, so get yourself down there, 6 till 9. So Saturday, Friday...
And on that though, Erica's quilt is amazing.
Isn't it?
It is incredible.
Absolutely
Is-
fantastic.
yes,
Give that a shout out.
Yes. And that's, because that's your thing. Yeah, definitely, go and see it, it's amazing. So the opening party is on Friday, then Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th, 11 until 5. See you there. The fabulous Betsy Tingle. Now, if you don't know Betsy Tingle, you should. I'm not going to introduce her as her dad's daughter because her dad's quite famous in town, her mum's famous in town. But Betsy Tingle on her own right, actually, she has open mic nights at Frenchie's at 7 o'clock till midnight. Poetry, comedy, sing, play, whatever it is. You get a 15-minute set. Those who perform get a free drink. So we'll put the links for Betsy. But what a great person. And I really like Betsy a lot. She's really clever. She sings beautifully. I saw her sing at Glensionbury last year. She got up on stage and sang. And curly hair, really statement glasses.
Brussels.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, Betsy Tingle.
No, yes, but she's Betsy Tingle.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're launching her as Betsy
She's
Tingle.
amazing.
She is amazing.
Stole the show.
She is, and she's really good. So she's generously opened this already, this open mic. Supernature. If you don't know who Supernature are, they've been living at the end of Norman Road junction with London Road for some time. They are changing direction, right? So moving in a different direction, but they're going to be closing. So their last ever pizza night is Thursday. So when this goes out, last ever pizza night is going to be on the Thursday the 4th. Friday the 5th, they've got Luke Lobley DJ. Saturday the 6th, Johnny Hartshorn DJ. Sunday the 7th, last ever disco roast. If you haven't had a disco roast, and we had one, they were great. Lima Beats and Beth King, and then they go on to other gigs later in the following week. But go and see Mark and Helen, what they have done in this town. When they took over the Source Park, we had the best summer, didn't we? Oh, they just took it over. We just loved it. It was so much fun.
Mark, just a little anecdote about Mark. So during COVID, Mark and Helen, we were struggling for money during COVID,
Wow.
and we couldn't eat, or we weren't able to comfortably afford food and stuff. And Mark and Helen gave us
Good people.
several meals on the house when
Yeah.
we needed it most.
That's amazing.
They're very, very warm.
Totally
They're
great people. Yeah.
They're going to be on the road, so they're going to be on wheels and such like. So they're not stopping; they're just changing. They're
Evolving.
they are evolving, doing something which is much more manageable. Hot Tap Theatre, Poetry and Art. Henry Normal, Katie Taylor, love Katie Taylor, lovely Henry Normal, and the lovely Tim Barlow. Artwork by Johnny Carroll Pell. This Friday, 5th of December, 7:30 till 9. £5 entry. Go along. Go and support them. They're so good. Chris Young's comedy on Saturday at Oscars. The Lock-In. Just be warned, because Chris is funny, but he will lock you in. I think that's all I can mention. That's it.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. So Muse Road Studios, we mentioned the wonderful Erica Smith, and she resides there as an artist and creator. They are collaborating with Alex Leadbeater, is it?
Leadbeater.
Yeah, Leadbeater and Log Jam. So all around the Harold Muse area, there's going to be cool stuff happening. 6th, 7th and 13th is the dates that you can get to the open studios at 4 Muse Road. 6th and 7th is their Christmas weekender with Christmas trees, jam, winter veggies, pickles, open studios and more. And then what else do I want to say? I wanted to say I loved doing improv on sea. Oh my God. And Erica Smith's quilt was also amazing. So those are two things that we'll talk about more. And I know that we need to wrap up because we have friends who need to fly away to the USA.
They need to go. We are going to be out of here in
Thank
seconds.
you, everybody, so much.
You've been amazing. Thank you so much for our lovely guests. You've been absolutely extraordinary. Thank you. Our town has plenty.
I want to say one thing. Buy us a coffee, which is ko-fi.com/Our Town Has Plenty.
Yeah.
Because this is run on love and we do also need funds. So thank you so much to all of you who've given so much so far. And let's just keep giving and sharing the love around.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bless your
Thank
heart.
you.
Our town.
Thank you.